No, the clips that we're about to hear, we're going to listen to 3 at a time.
Great.
And then I'm just going to let them play, and then I'll comment and tell you what it is that you were listening for. Then we'll play them again.
Wonderful. Okay. Let them roll.
That's one.
That was...
Okay.
You know, it didn't sound clear, but it did. You're going to talk about it, and then we're going to play it again.
Sure.
Okay? Because I know it's not that clear. Okay.
The first, all of these clips were recorded in different investigations. The first clip, the warbling sound is an electronic filter as I'm trying to bring out the sound in a sound program to be better, more audible. But we were in an investigation where I kept hearing a cat meowing. And we caught it on audio, and it turns out there was no cat in the building. We searched high and low, but the homeowners had a cat that passed away the year before.
Ah.
And I kept hearing it, and then when we played our audio back, we captured the cat meowing, and when I played...
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Would you guys please play that meow again? I just want them to hear it. Oh, wow.
Yes.
I heard it. Okay. So what you're saying is that these people had a cat that had passed away, and the cat came through?
They had
Wow.
children had come into the house, which was actually now a restaurant. And
my
people
goodness.
eating, the adults couldn't see the cat, but children were constantly pointing and saying, "Look at the cat."
I wanted to mention something to you, okay? I've had this happen, you know, very strange things happen to me. Now, little Fluffy, okay, he's right over here, my little mascot, there he is. Little Fluffy, the other day, you know, there are spirits all over my house, but I don't pay attention because it's standard for me. And unless my father you know, my father passed away a few years ago, he'll talk to me or some other people. They'll make themselves very clear, and then I'll have a conversation. Well, Fluffy was standing in the foyer area of my house, and he starts barking at somebody, like there was somebody there. He's like, "Arf, arf," and he's barking at something. And I, you know, so I put my hand up, and it was one of my relatives, you know, but he was barking as if there was somebody standing there. He doesn't do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So if the animals are ultra perceptive as well as
Yes.
children.
Yes.
Because they're free. They're just completely centered. They're in touch with their spirituality. They're open, which that's what I do for my students and people that come to me for readings. Okay, so that's the meow.
Okay. The second EVP was recorded in a private home in Bloomingdale. And I was in the room when this was recorded, but I didn't hear anything at the time. And what you're going to hear is what sounds like furniture being dragged across the floor, followed immediately by what sounds like a child's giggle.
Like,
Yes.
okay, let's play it, gang. It was very faint. It was like, Okay, I hope you guys heard it. It was, Would you like to play that again, please? Play it again. Right.
Yeah.
It's like, Okay. Tell us about that child's giggle.
Well, during that investigation, we picked up on several EVPs in the house, but that one was very strange. I was by myself in the living room.
D, I got a D or a P, something about that child.
Okay.
Did she have cancer? Did she die very suddenly? Did she drown? I got something about cancer in the house, and then I got a drowning also. I think that's what the D is, or maybe her lungs were pneumonia. I don't know.
The homeowners don't remember anything. They've been in the house for 10 years.
So they don't know.
They don't know the history.
They don't know. They don't know. All right.
Now, the third EVP was recorded in another investigation, which sounds like a man's voice telling us to get out.
Well, what does he say?
He says, "Get out."
Okay. We're going to play this a few times for you guys, so listen carefully. Wow, I heard him say, get out.
Get out.
Play that a few times, guys. I want people to hear this. Oh, yeah. Get out. Why? He's an L. This guy is an L. Oh, he didn't want anybody in the house. I just want to say something. I don't know if I'm revealing too much. This person killed somebody. This is not a very nice spirit. He's a real, I don't want to go into it. He's a bad dude. He's a bad dude. Play it one more time, please. Oh, yeah, there it is. Get out.
And we felt when the homeowner heard that EVP, she flipped, scared to death. But we're trying to tell her that we feel that it was talking to us, that we were invading its territory as the guests in the house, and it didn't like us there one
I'd
bit.
like to talk to you a little bit about each one because there are reasons why. See, here's the thing. You did the investigation, and you heard these things, okay? And I just heard them, and my viewers heard them. Now, what was the reason with the get out? What kind of things made this woman call you to the house? What things happened that made you guys come in?
She was very afraid because they would hear footsteps in the house. She saw an apparition when she woke up one night in bed.
Mustache?
No, it was an older man. She didn't mention a mustache, but it was an older man dressed in what seemed to be like an old-fashioned sleeping gown, staring at her from the bedroom door.
Like from the 1600s?
More like probably the late 1800s.
Like 1848,
Yeah,
1860.
and her son had seen a young boy apparition dressed very similarly in the house, and they'd hear doors opening and closing, and they were very frightened, so they called us in to do an investigation.
There was a bigger house there at one time with a lot of land. It was a farm. And somebody was, let's just say, accidentally killed, okay? And this person did not want you to get any information about them. That's all I can tell you. The reason why she's frightened is because there's a negative feeling. All you have to do is tell her to just go through the house with her hands, because there's energy in the hands, because it comes through your body, okay? Because we're all powerful, and we all have God's power in us. So in circular motions, you go through your house, and you cleanse every nook and every cranny with the white Christ light. This has nothing to do with religion. It's the light of love, powerful light. And then the emerald green light, which cleanses, and then the pink light of love. And then if you feel a spirit in your house and it feels negative, just say, if you're not here in the name of the Christ, be gone. That spirit will leave in seconds. That's how powerful saying to that spirit, are you here in the name of the Christ? Because just the words, are you here in the name of the Christ, is so powerful to that spirit that it will leave. And you will feel that energy. You'll feel the lightness, like, it's like a weight off you. It's like taking medication and, I feel better. You know, that kind of feeling? Okay. It's like a high almost. All right. So she felt uncomfortable. After you left, did she feel any differently?
She felt better in that she understood what it is that was in the house. It wasn't really going to hurt them. It's just some presence that's left over in the house. And she still has experiences. I talk to her from time to time.
Is she still nervous?
Occasionally. The other day she heard a growl, and it's frightened her.